Welcome to the third episode of We Build This City. In this episode I will build a suggestion by DJ King Julian, who suggested that I should build a harbor. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to split this into two different parts. So the first video is going to be about how I built the docks and the harbor itself, the scenery, and a small storage facility. And in the second video then, I will make a video, build a lighthouse, and the design of the lighthouse is going to be the same design as I showed at the end of the last tower tutorial. Many people asked me to show them how to build this lighthouse, which I showed at the end, and so I decided that I'm just going to implement this into the We Build This City island, scenery, whatever. And yeah, so it's got different materials which I'm going to use, because in the example shown in the video I used totally different materials, and this wouldn't fit into the We Built the City scenery. But anyways, let's start with the first part, harbor and storage facility. Well, as you can see, we are on the We Built the City island here, and at this place where there's this tiny hill, I want to build the harbor. And I'm starting with building a wall around the area which I want the buildings to stand at. And this wall serves the purpose of protecting the buildings against the tides. So after I'm done with building the wall, I'm going to decorate it a little bit, and then I'm going to add the docks to the outside of the wall, obviously, because that's the only side where water is. Duh. And those single segments of the wall, which is kind of important, are always uneven numbered and at least 3 blocks long. You will see later on why I am doing it like that. On this place there will be a small road coming down from the hill and basically leading to the main dock. And on this side here there's going to be the lighthouse, which I'm going to build in the next video part of this episode. And for the lighthouse it's going to be the same like for instance in the last We Built the City episode. So I'm not going to show you how I built the interior. I'm just going to show you what I did to the inside, and then I'm just going to add an MC edit schematic to the description of the video, and then you can download it. So on this side here, to loosen up the pattern a little bit, I'm going to make a different pattern, which you may also know from other videos, like for instance my house tutorial, or what was it in the last tower tutorial? No, I think it was not. But for example in my time lapse. So this is just like a more reinforced foundation for a building. And now for decorating it, I'm just going to throw in what is the material called? I always mix up the materials. Stone bricks. Stone bricks as like reinforced fence posts. And then I'm going to throw in some fences in the middle. I'm going to do that a little bit later. So now fences. Like that. And this is basically the reason why these single parts of the wall have to be uneven numbered and at least 3 blocks long. So now I'm just going to prepare the main dock, which is going to be here. But first I want to build it's not going to be a stair, but the road which is coming down. I'm just going to add the stuff over here, those half slabs on top. Now I'm just a little bit confused about what to do. And now I'm basically just reinforcing the whole wall thingy to the outside to stabilize it a little bit. by throwing in some stairs, always at the middle of these single parts, and then a pillar of cobblestone beneath it. On this part I'm not going to do it, but here as well as on these places. So for preparing the area where the storage facility is going to stand, I'm just going to continue the wall on this side, at least for the part where the road comes down. And then I'm just going to build the docks. First by replacing all those grass blocks down here with planks. And then for the dock itself, I'm going to use the top slabs. And simply because I think it looks a lot better than when you are using the planks for it. Because that way they are a little bit thinner and they don't look so heavy. So just a little bit further, like here. On this side, the dock is going to be 2 blocks wide. So that's a little bit smaller, and only just until there. And on this side, I'm just going to add another dock to that side. Which is going to be 3 blocks wide. And now let's just build this dock a little bit further here. Like that. Okay, just turned on daytime again. Because building at nighttime isn't the smartest thing you can do. Because I would see nothing and you probably would see less. I'm just going to take logs and stabilize the docks. And wait a second, think about what I just said. To see less than nothing? Is that even possible? If there's a philosopher listening to this right now who's playing Minecraft, which would be rather weird. Anyways, please post a comment down below telling me if you can see less than nothing. God, my thoughts are always so deep. Like the sea floor. They're always deep and dark and wet. There are minors listening to this. Back to the topic, what was the topic? Building a medieval harbor. Oh god. My thoughts confused my brain. Sorry about that. Happens a lot of times. Okay. Okay, after this seriousness, let's just continue building. So let's just build the foundation for the storage facility, which is going to be on this side of the harbor. Maybe 2 more rows. We're going to do the rest and the details afterwards when we know where exactly the building ends. And now I'm just going to take logs and prepare the frame for the building, which is a usual way of me building a building. As you may know, I always start with building the frames, then the roof, and then I'm filling out the walls and stuff. Because that's basically, if you made a mistake, you only have to get rid of the frames and then of a little bit of the roof, Otherwise, you would have to get rid of the walls as well, which would be more work. And let's just add the frames. And on this side I'm just going to prepare the roof. As I said, this is going to be a small storage facility, so that's why the building is already done, or basically there is not going to be a second floor in the building. And back here I want to advance this to this side. It looks a little bit weird now, I know, but this thing is just going to be a kind of crane where you can get the stuff from the docks up to the storage facility. So as I told you, second step is always to build the roof of the house, which is what I'm going to do. Up here I want to continue this up until the point that this row up here is 2 blocks long. And the same thing here. And down here I want to make it a little bit different. That's why I'm not putting up some those stairs there. Because here I'm going to take planks. Same thing, of course, on the other side. And then I'm going to take slabs, place them here, and an upside down slab here. Which is just to make the building look a little bit more interesting. Okay, then the regular roof ending on this side. Okay, now I'm just going to bring in a little bit more detail. So, no, not here. There's going to be a broad doorway. Some frames on these. And these are going to be the only 2 windows which will be in this building. Simply because it's a storing facility, so there's no need for a lot of light in here. Wait, no, not these. Because up here I'm going to put in some wool, and I want to have a door on this side, a small door, so I'm just going to do it like that, and then I'm going to fill it out with the wool on either sides. And in the front here I want to use the upside down cobblestone stairs to make like a doorway, and then I want to... Hey, who's there? Sneaky, sneaky. Once again. Always, in all of my Minecraft, in all of my We Built This City episodes, there's always somebody sneaking around. And I bet it's always the same person. How sneaky. Anyways, first of all I want to continue the road until this point, and then I'm just going to replace all of these grass blocks out here. Okay, and back here I'm going to make a small stair down. And then let's just decorate this or change it a little bit so that the wall does not suddenly end. Make it like that. And to this side I want to make once again the same thing as I did on the other side. So this kind of reinforced foundation here. One block more on this side. And one here. And then the half slabs one time all across this. Yeah, and one on this side as well. Then the road can go down on this side as well. Whoops. Like that. And down here, I just wanna take logs, continue the building like that, but no, let's take a log and replace this lower one. Like that. Okay, and now for the inside of the building, I'm going to take the smooth stone to make the floor. Yeah, like that. And now I want to add the rope for the crane, which will be on this side. Up until here. On this side, I want to reinforce this in a moment. For that, I'm simply taking upside down cobblestone stairs and placing them like that. And now, let's just light up this place a little bit. And one thing which I really like to do is to like fake a kind of reinforcement, or not, well, basically you're not faking it. Just take top slabs and continue building them one time all across here. Then let them stick out on both sides. Then you can do the same thing on this side, for example, like that. For that we have to get rid of the torch. Continue building it up until here. And no, on that side I'm not going to do it due to the crane. But we can add one here. So this is going to be in this row, as well as here. And then one thing you can do is where these rows meet, you can put down a pillar, which is stabilizing the whole thing. Okay, now let's just put up a torch to light it once again. No, not a fence. No. Let's just get this torch and place it. Thank you. Okay, now one thing, I'm just going to simulate like a stack of raw wood, which has been delivered to this harbor. And for that you shouldn't just use like the simple planks, but throw in some stairs and half slabs to make it look a little bit more like a pile. So I don't know, let's just make it like this, and then take half slabs and throw one in here and one in there, one up here and one up there. Let's get rid of this and replace it, something like that. It looks more like a pile than if you just took the planks and just stacked them. And I could just do this on the outside, but as you can see, these places where it meets the fences isn't too nice. I could do it in the corner here, but then again, the ground, the floor is basically made out of the same material, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, this was part 1 of the 3rd episode of We Built This City. In the next part, I will build the lighthouse on the other side of the harbor. Please click on this annotation here and it will take you directly to it. And for now, please just rate, comment, subscribe, do as you will, and I hopefully will see you next time. Bye bye.